When did the old world I lived in finish and the new world start? A new world start for people of my vintage. It was September 1963, and this. September 1963, Nottingham College of Arts and Crafts. Nottingham College of Arts and Crafts overlooks a cemetery. I can see it from the principal's office where I'm standing wearing Uncle Charles's suit, loaned for this purpose of this very interview. I feel great, and I should because Uncle Charles, my mother says, is a dapper dresser. The principal, Robert Scott, and the head of pre-diploma, John Powell, are staring at my pictures on the floor. They all have the same number of figures in them, more or less. Why is that, Mr. Grills? Inquires the principal. Well, Mr. White says we should always have at least 3 figures in our pictures, but no more than 6. He's our art teacher. I see. These titles on bits of paper. A Day at the Seaside, The Engineers, A Windy Day. Why do you clip them to each painting? Well, so I know which one I've done. We have a list of titles to choose from in the art room, and when you finish one, you have to start another. Oh, okay. The head of pre-diploma pulls out 2 more. Do you own a portfolio? No, just this suitcase. It belongs to my Uncle Charles. He took it to San Remo and back. San Remo, it's in Italy. Yes, quite. 2 more are pulled out. These are not too bad. Mr. Powell is now looking backwards and forwards at the fanfare in one hand and in the wings of the theatre in the other. Off they go to join the others on the floor. Do you mind if I, no please, take out whatever you would like to see? He rummages around in the suitcase. Out comes a book. Erasmus of Rotterdam, Pottery Prize 1961. It is properly inscribed on the inside cover. Indeed. More rummaging. Uncle Charles's suitcase has become a brand tub. Do you have your pottery in this shoebox? No, that is for my sculptures. They were made by melting plastic pens on the kitchen stove. It's not schoolwork. Okay. And this, in lordly style. That's what it's called, in lordly style. He flicks open the pages of a homemade book he has now discovered. So embarrassing. Why did I bring that fuck? Well, my brother David and I made it about how people should dress and speak in England. It's in 3 sections, upper class, middle class and lower class. I did most of the drawings. My brother David did most of the writing. He's younger than me, 3 years younger. Perhaps that will explain what's it say here? I want to sit in the back of a Rolls Royce and ignore gutter snipes. Silence. The principal breaks in. May I take a look at your sculptures? I nod and open the shoebox. Please, lay them out here on my desk. I do as I am told, and then take the titles written on bits of cardboard out of the bottom of the box and place one under each of the sculptures. I think I can remember the right order. The head of pre-diploma stares in close. Mr. Clark, Mr. Bannister, Dr. Claiborne. Well, they're the names of my teachers at various schools. This one is the head of Savile Minster Choir School, and this one is Skegness Secondary Modern. This one over here is Dr. Claiborne. He's the headmaster of the Newark Magnus Grammar School. I went to many, many different schools. The head of pre-diploma returns to examining in lordly style. More silence. It is his turn to break it. Maybe you need a period focused on developing a greater degree of maturity. We do evening classes here in life drawing, and you could... The principal breaks in. But Mr. Grills lives in Newark. It would be a long way for him to go. Is it 20 miles, roughly? I nod. More excruciating silence. I'm sure they will see the sweat pouring through my new Elegante Signori shirt. I think Mr. Grills has some potential, a quirkiness, a certain originality, unconventionality. Interesting. Well, would you like him on your pre-diploma course? The head of pre-diploma looks up from in lordly style. He nods sulkily. Getting a place at art school was the start of me, because following and being required to follow conventionality was no longer required. In fact, it was quite the opposite. You were expected to follow unconventionality with the introduction, which I happened to hit the tide of a new degree course in art and design, which encouraged experiment, thinking for yourself, being original. And from that time, I enjoyed going to an educational establishment, which was something I hadn't done for 6 or 7 schools.